Hi, my name is Kiki, and I'm Kevin's youngest sibling. Kevin doesn't like to admit this, but he actually liked some of my Barbie movies. Once, I was watching Barbie Fairytopia, and I knew he was watching it too, but he sat on the couch with a book, pretending he was reading. Some of my other siblings caught him, though, when a beast came up, and he said, "Well, that's gross." He tried to say he was talking about something in his book, but nobody actually believed him, especially since the book was upside down. When Kevin watched movies that he'd already seen, he would always give away the lines about 3 seconds before they were said. This drove my older siblings crazy. But Kevin not only watched movies with us, he also played video games with us. Even though he was older, a lot of the time, he scored nothing against Ricky and me. When we would tease him for losing, he would say, "I know, but I'll come back." He was optimistic. Kevin was also optimistic about meeting Taylor Swift. He said one day he would. He found out he came close to Taylor Swift once when her tour bus passed at exit where he worked. Now, my goal is to meet her, tell her my brother was her biggest fan, and ask her to help us teach about train safety. But even more than he liked Taylor Swift, my brother loved us. He was protective of us. Sometimes he went to extremes. He told me I could never get a boyfriend no matter what, and he wasn't too happy when Sarah Jean did. He also struggled with leaving Sarah Jean at college. At her freshman orientation, Kevin stood and yelled to as many people as he could, "This is my little sister, and if anything happens to her, you'll be seeing me again." Sarah Jean looked like she was about to run away screaming and crying in embarrassment. Now, she just wishes he could have been there to see her graduate, even if it meant getting embarrassed more. As my big brother, Kevin tried to protect me by teaching me things. He liked to help teach our school lessons, but he also taught me life lessons, like don't touch a hot stove, don't get too far ahead of him on walks, and never answer the door by myself. When I was very little, he taught me his phone number to call in case of an emergency. It was the only one I remembered. He got really frustrated when I called it all the time because I was bored. Apparently, that was not his idea of an emergency. I hope I've given you an idea of Kevin's personality and our relationship. But I'm here today to share a serious message with kids, teenagers, and adults. Because no one should have to lose someone they love. Train tracks are not shortcuts. Trains cannot stop right away, even if they see you. You may not hear a train whistle, especially if you are wearing headphones, like Kevin was. As protective as he was, Kev never thought to teach me about train safety. Apparently, he did not see that as an emergency either. The tracks run through our town, and we can hear the whistle from our house. Trains were such a normal thing, exciting to watch. I never expected they were a danger. Neither did Kevin, but he's gone. Waking up and seeing Kevin used to be as normal as seeing a train. Now, I will never get to see my big brother playing, laughing, doing anything ever again. He will never see me graduate from high school, college, or do anything else. The last time I ever saw him was when he was in his coffin. That day, I realized that was it, and it was real. He was really gone. The first few days, I wanted him to just walk through the door and say that his death was all a joke. But it wasn't. It was real. Kevin just didn't want to walk the long way around to work. I never expected my brother would be gone, and all because of a shortcut.